Kim Denault, and welcome to Great Ideas. This is a program about positive effects that you can have on the community. We have 3 guests today. We have Brittany Potter. We have 2 representatives from the American Cancer Society, Sarah Kelly and Ashley Hazeltine. Welcome. Brittany, you had a really good idea, a great idea, as a matter of fact. Could you tell us about that?
Sure. So on October 7th, a month ago, I had the idea to do a pink soccer night, so for my varsity soccer team at the Derryfield High School in Manchester. And basically my idea was to have my entire team wear everything pink, not the uniforms, but pink socks, you know, ribbons in their hair, headbands. My coach even wore pink to support breast cancer because October is Breast Cancer Month, and to also support future or past teammates of mine that have been touched by or affected in any way.
Wow, that sounds like a lot to undertake, because I know that teams are pretty serious about their uniform, so you probably went through a lot.
Yes, we did.
I know you brought some pictures with you today.
Yes.
Can we take a look at some of those?
Sure.
And so you can tell us and walk us through what you did there. So this looks like a team.
So yes, this is we took before the game. So as you can see, there's everyone's wearing pink socks and ribbons, and my coach on the left is also sporting the lovely pink socks. And then what was also interesting about this night was it was our senior night. It was our last game, home game on our turf field, so the 4 of us are the seniors.
Everybody looks pretty proud. Did you win?
We did win.
Oh, good. Okay.
These are the refs. We also gave them pink ribbons on that night as well.
And they're now, to go through this process, I see pink balloons, so you really decorated too.
Yes.
You went through and decorated. Did any of the team members have to buy the pink socks, the decorations? No. That was all donated?
Yes, it was partially from my family, and then we also went to the American Cancer Society to get t-shirts and ribbons and pins and bracelets. Okay,
so we have 2 representatives here today from the American Cancer Society. I would love to be able to know and tell our audience what you would need to do to get started on something like this. She had a great idea, and I'm assuming she had to give a phone call to somebody. Where might somebody go if they have a sporting team and they want to get involved with something like this? What are some steps they can take? Sarah, Ashley?
Well, there's 2 main ways to get in touch with the American Cancer Society. The first is our 800 number, which is 800-227-2345, and that's 24/7, 365. You'll be talking to a live person in about 10 seconds. And then also our website, which is cancer.org.
That's great. And if it could be anybody, you could be a student. Do you need to have an adult do this?
No, we actually have some volunteers as young as 9, 10, 11 years old on our committees for some of our major events.
Wow, that's amazing. So they'll answer the phone. A 9-year-old will answer the phone?
Oh, answering the phone now. No, the people that answer our 800 number actually go through a few months of training before they're allowed to be on the phones themselves to make sure that they're equipped with. And they can answer questions about any programs or services, any fundraising event, how to get involved. If you just want to know what it's like for somebody to call, you can call and just say, I was curious, and they'll walk you through what a typical call might be like and just let you know whatever answers you're looking for. Or if sometimes 2 a.m. comes around and somebody wants somebody to talk to, then they can call and they'll talk to them.
Well, that's nice to know. Now, I know Brittany had this idea, a great idea, and she wanted to do something to help. I don't know if it was to earn the money for the Cancer Society. Was that a side effect of it, or was it just to say, hey, this is an awareness month and I want my team to be aware of it and put the word out there and get your school? She got the school involved.
It was probably both, because I am also part of the varsity basketball team, and we have already started this there, so I wanted to carry it on through many more sports and hopefully get it rolling through even boys sports, if that could have
Do you think it started?
Yes.
See, what a great idea could do. That's wonderful. And one of the things that somebody can do in this instance, it sounds like there's a lot of this. There's a lot of teams, and that's one of the reasons I wanted to have you here, is there's a lot of teams on a lot of the schools, right? You have a lot of the high schools who are involved with this, and I didn't know that.
Well, I can start. We have a new initiative called Coaches versus Cancer. It's new to New England, and we basically it's a program for high school athletics, and we go in and meet with the athletic directors or coaches and get the teams like Brittany's soccer team to do events exactly like what she did, and raise money for cancer. This it leverages the professional excellence of coaches and athletic directors and raises awareness and healthy living and good choices and
so it's a set program that's been doing this for a while.
Yep,
and
it's a separate program that was started out in the Midwest, but it's now just starting to get rolling in New England.
How long has it been in New Hampshire?
Not very long.
Yeah. Maybe, okay.
Not too long.
Now, one of the interesting things I found that Brittany had told me earlier was that you had to go to the sporting to get permission. Like you can't just go out on a field and you think they'd say, hey, okay. But so what were some of the things you found that were surprising about that?
Well, it's a big deal, to change your colors of your team. So I first obviously had to get permission from my head coach, and then we had to get it through our athletic director to ask the NHIEA, which is the sporting committee, or so to speak, and to get permission from refs to wear pink socks, basically. And it took a while to get a response. But
did you have to do a written thing to it? Did you have to just a phone call?
Just a phone call from our athletic director.
Directly to?
Directly to, probably the head of the association.
Was it well received?
Yes, it was.
Because I like that picture we saw of the refs actually putting the pink ribbons
and the
on.
refs actually have pink whistles with the ribbons
Oh,
on
they
it.
did?
They did.
Now, did they just have them? Or?
Yeah, the women just happened to have it. Oh, they all knew it was occurring, so they brought it.
Right. So the month of October, typically during the year, is American Cancer. Is that can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Well, October is the National Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and so the American Cancer Society has our Making Strides Against Breast Cancer events, which Brittany's actually wearing this year's shirt. So that's an event that you can participate as a team member or an individual, and there's 8 walks that happen throughout the state of New Hampshire. So you can get involved on any level, day of event, even if somebody wants to come help direct people, hand out water, things like that, to being a fundraising member, to being a member of the committee that actually plans the entire event.
So maybe a club, for example, at a school can say, let's do this, let's hand out water, let's all get together and do this.
We love volunteers like that. It's great to see a group of teenagers or youth come to an event and be able to support it like that, and it takes such a big chunk off of the planning committee to just know that it's taken care of.
It's a little thing and it makes a big difference. I understand that. And I think probably younger people, did you find that there was a difference in your teammates in the school? Did you see a difference in the way they reacted and acted when you put this all on? Tell me.
Without a doubt. I mean, because us girls, we love the color pink already.
Yeah.
So that was also nice. But we had announced it, myself and my other co-captain had announced it at assemblies, and throughout the day of the game, people were all wearing pink. So even people at our game who was cheering us on, they're all wearing pink. So it just got everyone energetic, and people donated as well at the game. They didn't have to, but they did. So it was just a caring atmosphere.